Recording in progress.
Waheguru Ji Ka Khalsa, Waheguru Ji Ki Fateh. A very warm welcome to entire Sangat in today's talk. By Guruji's Kirpa, by Guruji's grace, we have started the series about 15 Bhagat whose Bani is included in Shri Guru Granth Sahib Ji. There are few Bhagats whose name has appeared in Guru Granth Sahib Ji, and there are total 15 Bhagats whose name or their Gurbani, their Bani is also part of Shri Guru Granth Sahib Ji's Bani. Last week, we talked about Bhagat Sadhana Ji. This week, we will discuss about life and the teachings from his writing, from his Gurbani of Bhagat Dhanna Ji. So when we talk about Bhagat Dhanna Ji, quite interestingly, we find his name has been mentioned by Guruji's as well. Fourth Guru, Shri Guru Ramdas Sahib Ji. Fifth Guru, Shri Guru Arjan Sahib Ji, has mentioned his name in Shri Guru Granth Sahib Ji. And also, we can read about Bhagat Dhanna Ji in the Varas of Bhai Gurdas Ji. Even Guru Arjan Sahib Ji says, Dhanna Sewa Bal Budh. Bal Budh, very innocent, very simple, very innocent, did not fall into many traps or much difficulties. In another way, he's very simple man. And simply because of his simplicity, because of his innocence and his service, his seva helped him to meet Waheguru. This has been mentioned by Shri Guru Arjan 15. His village name pinned is Tuakala, and it was in Tonk district in Rajasthan. So Rajasthan is the main state in India, and in that village, Tuakala, where he was born, and also
Recording in
Mundaji's name
progress.
has appeared as his guru as well, so to whom he met during his time. Now, one of the most famous Sakhi that we all have heard about, from where we will start Bhagat Dhanna Ji's session as well. So Bhagat Dhanna Ji, that story we heard, that story we has listened, that he was following one of the Pandit. He was reciting his name. He used to talk about Waheguru, God. And Bhagat Dhanna Ji was asking him again and again, like, I also want to meet the one to whom you have mentioned in your talks. And he was just following. And also he saw that Brahman, that Panditji, was doing worship with to the stone, to the patthar, to the rock, है ना, एक मूर्ति कह लो, एक मूर्ति दी वो पूजा कर रहे ने. Then Bhagat Tanaj also went and asked him. So later he found like he got very irritated. Tanaj is coming again and again, asking me how to meet Waheguru, how to meet God, how can I get him or be the one with him. Although he was very innocent, as Guru Arjan Sahib Ji has also mentioned. So then that Pandit played a trick. He did. पत्थर एक लपेट कर दे धन्ने नो गैल छुड़ावे. पत्थर एक लपेट कर. So one stone, एक पत्थर वो दे दिंदा है धन्ने नो, धन्ना भगत नो, गैल छुड़ावे. गैल कहंदे ने neck, गला, अपना गला बचाने दे. So that he can just run away, he can just go. Because he's asking so many questions and it was very difficult to answer. It was becoming more difficult to tackle. So he just gave him a stone and said, okay, you just take him, request him, worship, and easily you may meet him. Now, this is what we heard, this is what we listen about his story overall. But today we'll go in much more depth about this story. Because Bhagat Tanaj's writing is also there in Shri Guru Granth Sahib Ji. So we will have a look on his Shabads as well, what he has mentioned about this story. पत्थर दे बारे, मूर्ति दे बारे, मूर्ति पूजा दे बारे. So Bhagat Tannaji's 3 Shabads are in Shri Guru Granth Sahib Ji. First Shabad is on 487 Ank of Shri Guru Granth Sahib Ji. Second Shabad is on 488 and third Shabad is on 695 page number, Ank number, Gopal Tera Artha, that we have heard a lot in the Aarti. And the third interesting fact, on the Ank 487 to 488, there are 2 Shabads of Bhagat Tannaji. First Shabad by the heading Tanna is Tannaji's Shabad. Interestingly, second Shabad is of Guru Arjan Sahib Ji and third Shabad again Bhagat Tannaji's Shabad. It's very interesting. Altogether there are 3 Shabads. There are main heading of Bhagat Tannaji, but then first Shabad Bhagat Tannaji, then just like sloks that we read in Varas, then Mahalla Panjwa and one Shabad has been mentioned by Guru Arjan Sahib Ji himself. And again, the last Shabad is of Bhagat Tannaji. The Shabad, which is in the center of Bhagat Tannaji's Shabad, that is also very interesting. So in that Shabad, we will not read the entire Shabad. If you want to read, it is on the page number, Ank number of 487 to 488 in Guru Granth Sahib Ji. So in that Shabad, Guru Arjan Sahib Ji has mentioned about different Bhagats. He talked about Bhagat Namdev Ji. Then he talked about Bhagat Kabir Ji. Then he talked about what was Bhagat Ravidas Ji was doing toward Tavanta. Then he also mentioned about Bhagat Sen Ji. And lastly, he talked about Bhagat Tannaji. ए बिद सुन कै जाटरो उठ भगती लागा. A bidh sun कै. A bidh means he has listened to the stories, Sakhis of Bhagat Namdev Ji, Kabir Ji, Ravidas Ji, Sen Ji. A bidh sun कै jaaTaro. jaaTaro means Jat Bhagat Se. jaaTaro ut bhagati laagaa. So then Bhagat Tanna ji has started reciting his name. He became the devotee. He started worshipping God. After listening to the stories of Namdev ji, Kabir ji, Ravidas ji, Sant ji, because that gave him the lot of motivation. These all were belong to, according to the caste system, they were belong to the lower caste. But yet, caste was not a barrier while becoming a devotee, while doing worshipping, while reciting his name. So that motivated him. That is why stories, the Sakhis, plays an important role in our life. When we listen to a story, that gives us a motivation. If he can do it, which means there is a possibility to do it, then why can't I do it? I can also do it. So that gives you encouragement. So this is what happened in his life as well. So when Guru Arjan Sahib Ji talked about it, he said he listened to the stories and Sakhis of these Bhagats that motivated Bhagat Tanaj. So that was about from Guru Arjan Sahib Ji's Shabad, which is with Bhagat Tannaji's Shabad. Now, let's ask, let's discuss, let's understand from Bhagat Tannaj. His three Shabads are there, but he hasn't mentioned anything about Murti Puja, या ਕਿਧਰੇ ਉਹ ਮੂਰਤੀ ਨੂੰ ਖਾਣਾ ਖਵਾ ਰਹੇ ਨੇ। ਇਹਨਾਂ ਚੀਜ਼ਾਂ ਦਾ ਜ਼ਿਕਰ ਭਗਤ ਧੰਨਾ ਜੀ ਨੇ ਆਪ ਕਿਸੇ ਵੀ ਸ਼ਬਦ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਨਹੀਂ ਕੀਤਾ ਹੈ, ਜਿਹੜੇ ਤਿੰਨ ਸ਼ਬਦ ਗੁਰੂ ਗ੍ਰੰਥ ਸਾਹਿਬ ਜੀ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਦਰਜ ਹਨ। So here, one example from one of the shabad is Gyan praves gur hai dhan diya dhyan maan man ek may। Gyan praves gur hai dhan diya। So Gyan ਦਾ ਪ੍ਰਵੇਸ਼ ਹੋਇਆ ਹੈ, ਗੁਰ ਹੈ ਧਨ ਦਿਆ, ਗੁਰੂ ਨੇ ਉਹ ਧਨ ਦਿੱਤਾ। So wealth of Naam has been attained by Guruji, by the Guru. So here is not mentioning about anything related to the Sakhi, to the story that we normally listen and we do discuss about it. Gyan pravesh, gur hai dhan diya, gyan da pravesh hoya. I came to know about few things about the knowledge that I received from the Guru. The wealth of the Naam I could be able to attain by the help of Guru. Dhyan man man ek may. So then I could be able to meditate on that one, and my mind, my heart became one with the one with that Lord. So here two words are very interesting. Gyan pravesh and dhyan. Gyan and dhyan. In many of the panktis in Guru Granth Sahib Ji, we read these two words in the same pankti, or although sometimes just together. For example, Gyan Dhyan Kich Karam Na Jana. So Gyan Dhyan, even we do read together as well, or in the same pankti that we are listening now. Because Gyan, knowledge and concentration works together actually. If we are able to concentrate on something, then only we could able to attain the knowledge about it. If we are sitting in the Gurdwara Sahib, we are not listening, we are not able to concentrate, we won't able to understand the meaning of Gurbani. And even in the classroom, or even if you go to any workshops, but if you're lost in your thoughts, you're not able to concentrate, we won't able to get the knowledge of that thing. So Gyan and Dhyan. Shabad Guru Surt Tun Chela. So Dhyan, Surti, which is very important. So Gyan Pravesh Gur hai dhan diya, Dhyan man man ek may. So Gyan and Dhyan, knowledge was possible by the concentration. Even if you are learning any vehicle, We are going to any workshops, we are joining any classes, any sessions, going for the education, learning any art, concentration is needed. Otherwise, we may lost the entire message or we may could not get it. So here he has mentioned about it and talked about the gurus, about the knowledge that he received from the guru, which helped him. Then again, Bhagat Dhanna is mentioning in the same Shabad, this is the last Pankti. Tanne tan paya tarnitar. So now he is mentioning about what kind of wealth I have attained. Tanne tan paya tarnitar. Tarnitar means Waheguru, God, the one who is taking care of the entire world, creator or the caretaker. So I could able to meet Waheguru, meet God, mil jan. Jan means his devotees, sadhu, sant, and there is not onkad or any other word with jan, which means there are many. It's not mentioning about personally about one person. It's saying mil jan. So jan here, according to grammar rule, बहुत सारे ਸਾਧੂਆਂ ਨੂੰ ਮੈਂ ਮਿਲਿਆ, ਉਹਨਾਂ ਦੀ ਸੰਗਤ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਸੰਤ ਸਮਾਨਿਆ, ਮੈਨੂੰ ਪਰਮਾਤਮਾ ਦੀ ਪ੍ਰਾਪਤੀ ਹੋ. So he encouraged, he mentioned about the importance and the wealth of Naam has been attained by Guru, and also talked about Sat Sangat. Tanna tan paya tarni tar, miljan sant samanya. So saints, devotees, ਉਹਦੇ ਰਸਤੇ ਤੇ ਚੱਲਣ ਵਾਲੇ, ਮਾਰਗ ਤੇ ਚੱਲਣ ਵਾਲੇ, ਉਹਨਾਂ ਦੀ ਸੰਗਤ ਦੇ ਨਾਲ ਮੈਨੂੰ ਬਹੁਤ ਲਾਭ ਮਿਲਿਆ ਹੈ, ਤਾਂ ਹੀ ਮੈਂ ਸਤ ਸੰਗਤ ਦੇ ਨਾਲ ਉਸ ਪਰਮਾਤਮਾ ਨੂੰ ਪ੍ਰਾਪਤ ਕਰ ਸਕਿਆ, ਸਤ ਸੰਗਤ. So now one another thing that we will discuss about him. Normally we believe like either we can recite his name or we can do some meditation, do some simran, do some seva, or we do have lots of things to take care of in the world. Bhagat Dhanna's life and shabads are so interesting actually. They gives us the message about both aspects of the life. ਧਰਮ ਦੀ ਵੀ ਗੱਲ ਕਰਦੇ ਨੇ, ਧਨ ਦੀ ਵੀ ਗੱਲ ਕਰਦੇ ਨੇ, ਡੇਲੀ ਨੀਡਸ ਦੀ ਵੀ ਗੱਲ ਕਰਦੇ ਨੇ, ਪਰਮਾਤਮਾ ਦੀ ਵੀ ਗੱਲ ਕਰਦੇ ਨੇ. ਸੰਸਾਰ ਦੀਆਂ ਚੀਜ਼ਾਂ ਵੀ ਚਾਹੀਦੀਆਂ ਨੇ, ਪਰਮਾਤਮਾ ਦਾ ਨਾਮ ਵੀ ਚਾਹੀਦਾ ਹੈ. It's amazing. He just tells us the exact example of a Sikh. Because Sikh do earn everything, make their life good as well, but while reciting his name. So firstly mentioned about Gyan, Dhyan, God, Waheguru, Satsangat. So is it all do you need? If we ask Dhannaji, do you just need the Satsangat all the time? You need to listen, you want to talk about Waheguru or God, want to just spend entire day and night in that procedure? And you don't want to do anything related to the world? Then Bhagat Dhannaji is completely a different personality. What did he mention? He said, Gopal tera arta. Arta means, मैं ਤੁਹਾਡਾ ਮੰਗਤਾ ਹਾਂ, like a beggar. Gopal. Gopal, go means earth. Pal means the one who's जो पाल रहा है, जो nourishment दे रहा है, about each and everything. So जो धरती ਨੂੰ पाल रहा है, Gopal tera arta. I would like to ask from you only. And Jojan, not mentioning about one, two, Jojan, any, doesn't matter how many. Jojan tumri bhagat karante tinke kaaj savarta. So whoever is doing your bhagati, bhagat with the sihari, which means bhakti. So Jojan tumri bhagat karante, whoever is reciting your name, you are able to take care about their works, whatever they are doing in their life. So normally, whenever we talk about religion, we just talk about कि सारा कुछ संसार तो पार. But how interestingly, Bhagat Tanna ji is also asking, demanding, requesting, in whatever form we say, but परमात्मा ਦੇ ਉੱਤੇ ਹੱਕ ਦੇ ਨਾਲ ਕੁਝ ਚੀਜ਼ਾਂ ਮੰਗ ਰਹੇ ਨੇ. That is very interesting about daily routine. दाल सीधा मांगो कियो हमरा खुशी करे नित जियो. दाल, ਮੈਨੂੰ ਦਾਲ ਵੀ ਚਾਹੀਦੀ, सीधा ਆਟਾ ਵੀ ਚਾਹੀਦਾ ਹੈ, ਮੰਗੋ ਘਿਓ, ਮੈਨੂੰ ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਘਿਓ ਵੀ ਚਾਹੀਦਾ ਹੈ, हमरा खुशी करे नित जियो, ਇਹਦੇ ਨਾਲ ਜਿਹੜਾ ਹੈ ਮੈਂ ਖੁਸ਼ੀ ਦੇ ਨਾਲ ਸਾਰਾ ਦਿਨ ਬਿਤਾ ਸਕਦਾ ਹਾਂ. So I need food. So completely criticizing like not eating food without Waheguru, or if we can think ਕਿ ਖਾਣਾ ਖਾਣ ਦੀ ਜ਼ਰੂਰਤ ਹੈਗੀ ਹੈ ਸਰੀਰ ਨੂੰ ਜਾਂ ਨਹੀਂ, ਅਗਰ ਭਗਤ ਧੰਨਾ ਜੀ ਇੱਥੇ ਮੰਗ ਰਹੇ ਨੇ, ਇਟਸ ਡੇਲੀ ਰੂਟੀਨ, ਆਈ ਨੀਡ ਇਟ. ਦਾਲ ਸਿੱਧਾ ਮੰਗੋ ਘਿਓ, ਘਿਓ ਵੀ ਮੰਗ ਰਹੇ ਨੇ. Now definitely lots of discussion about ghee, do we need or not, so that's a different part. So ਦਾਲ ਵੀ ਚਾਹੀਦੀ ਹੈ, ਆਟਾ ਵੀ ਚਾਹੀਦਾ ਹੈ, ਘਿਓ ਵੀ ਚਾਹੀਦਾ ਹੈ. Then ਪਨੀਆਂ ਛਾਦਨ ਨਿੱਕਾ. ਪਨੀਆਂ basically ਜੋ ਆਪਾਂ ਪੈਰ ਚ ਪਾਉਂਦੇ ਹਾਂ, ਪਨੀਆਂ ਪੈਰ ਚ ਪਾਉਣ ਵਾਲੀ ਚੀਜ਼. So paniya means shoes. Paniya could be chappal, sandals, anything. ਜੋ ਵੀ ਅਸੀਂ ਪੈਰ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਪਾਉਂਦੇ. ਤਾਕੇ ਪਗ ਕੀ ਪਾਨ ਹੀ. Bhagat Kabir ji has also used the same word in his writings as well. Pan hi. So pan hi, paniya, meaning is same. ਪੈਰ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਪਾਉਣ ਵਾਲੀ ਚੀਜ਼. ਪਨੀਆਂ ਜੋ ਪਾਉਂਦੇ ਆ ਪੈਰਾਂ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ. So ਪਨੀਆਂ ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਪੈਰ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਮੈਨੂੰ ਕੁਝ ਪਾਉਣ ਲਈ ਜੁੱਤੀ ਵੀ ਚਾਹੀਦੀ. ਬੜਾ ਖਾਣਾ ਹੈ, ਕਿਸੇ 'ਚ ਕੈਲਸ਼ੀਅਮ ਹੈ, ਕਿਸੇ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਕਾਰਬੋਹਾਈਡਰੇਟਸ ਹੈ, ਕਿਸੇ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਫਾਈਬਰ ਹੈ, ਕਿਸੇ 'ਚ ਵਿਟਾਮਿਨ ਜ਼ਿਆਦਾ ਨੇ, ਕਿਸੇ 'ਚ ਪ੍ਰੋਟੀਨ ਹੈ. ਸੋ ਡਿਫਰੈਂਟ ਕਾਈਂਡ ਆਫ ਫੂਡਸ.
Recording in progress.
Then it's interesting. This is the last two panktis. ਘਰ ਕੀ ਗੀਹਨ ਚੰਗੀ. Now everyone is looking for beauty. He did not mention ਕਿ ਘਰ ਕੀ ਗੀਹਨ ਜਿਹੜੀ ਆ ਉਹ ਸੋਹਣੀ ਹੋਵੇ. It's really interesting. He said ਘਰ ਕੀ ਗੀਹਨ ਚੰਗੀ ਹੋਵੇ. So ਉਸ ਟਾਈਮ ਵੀ ਇਹ ਡਿਮਾਂਡ ਰੱਖਦੇ ਨੇ, ਚੰਗੀ ਹੋਵੇ ਜੋ ਮੇਰੀ ਸਪੋਰਟ ਕਰੇ, ਅਸੀਂ ਮਿਲ ਜੁਲ ਕੇ ਭਗਤੀ ਕਰ ਸਕੀ. ਘਰ ਕੀ ਗੀਹਨ ਚੰਗੀ. ਜਨ ਧੰਨਾ ਲੇਵੈ ਮੰਗੇ. तो ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਕੁਝ ਡਿਮਾਂਡ ਨੇ. ਜਨ ਧੰਨਾ. So Jan, here we see Ankar, which means he's mentioning about himself. So just one person, right? So he's saying, Jan Tanna, मैं धन्ना ਮੰਗ ਰਿਹਾ ਹਾਂ, ਇਹ ਮੇਰੀਆਂ ਮੰਗਾਂ ਪ੍ਰਮਾਤਮਾ ਤੋਂ ਪੂਰੀਆਂ ਕਰ। ਘਰ ਦੀ ਇੱਕ ਵੀ ਜਿਹੜੀ ਮੈਨੂੰ ਹੈ ਉਹ ਚੰਗੀ ਵਾਈਫ ਜਿਹੜੀ ਮੇਰੇ ਨਾਲ ਚੱਲੇ, ਸਪੋਰਟ ਕਰੇ, so that we all can walk on the path of Almighty. Because marriage, Anand Karaj, is also a journey. It's a spiritual journey. Four lama, four steps of this spiritual journey, how we can merge with Waheguru. If we both have the same kind of thoughts, if we both are supportive, then definitely the walk would be easy. If both are complementing each other, both are helping each other, both are supporting on this journey, then it can be a bit easy. So, Bahari Khubsurti, we are getting more and more attract nowadays as well. But definitely we must look for some good qualities about that person or personality. It is not only applying for the women, ਕਿ ਜਿਹੜੀ ਹੈ ਅਗਰ ਕੋਈ ਔਰਤਾਂ ਦੇ ਲਈ ਹੀ ਅਪਲਾਈ ਹੋ ਰਿਹਾ ਹੈ, ਬਟ ਬਿਲਕੁਲ ਕੋਈ ਮੁੰਡਾ ਵੀ ਦੇਖ ਰਿਹਾ, ਭਾਵੇਂ ਕੋਈ ਕੁੜੀ ਵੀ ਦੇਖ ਰਿਹਾ, so must look for some good qualities as well. Not only, I'm saying not only just look for outer beauty or just one or two things, how much does he earn, or how does he look alike, but definitely may have a look on his habits as well, or her habits as well, her thought process as well, which could help to have a good married life and also good spiritual life. So Karki Gihan Changi, it's also the last but not least demand by Bhagat Tanmaj. Now, this was one of the Shabad of Bhagat Tanmaj. So another teaching by Bhagat, it's also beautifully he talked about it. बेख फल मीठ लगे मन बावरे चार विचार न जानिया. Very nicely he's mentioned about it. So although we are asking for so many things in our life, we want money, we want food, we want good clothing, nice wife or husband, but must remember, it's again from Bhagat Tanmaj. Here's another Shabad. बेख फल मीठ लगे मन बावरे चार विचार न जाने. Char means beauty. In Japji Sahib, we read गावे को गुण वडियाइयां चार. Char means beauty. ਉਹਦੀ ਖੂਬਸੂਰਤੀ ਨੂੰ, ਉਹਦੇ ਗੁਣਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਕੋਈ ਗਾਵੇ. So if one is able to attain so many things, or God is fulfilling his all kind of demands related to his life, physical lives in the world, कार परिवार पैसा आ गया है, but you shouldn't forget वाहिगुरु. चार विचार ना जानिया. तो अगर उसने उस परमात्मा दा विचार छड़ दिता, so all those things will become like a poison. बेख फल मीठ लगे मन बावरे. So all these fruits, whatever we have demand, we have asked for, if all those things are becoming barriers, then definitely it is like a poison. चार विचार न जानिया. So घर परिवार चंगा होवे, धन दौलत होवे, नौकरी होवे, still we should not forget Waheguru. That is what Bhagat Tanmaj is mentioning. And same message is by Guru Nanak Sahib Ji as well. Guru Nanak Sahib Ji also said, Moti ta mandar usra, ratni ta hoye jada. In that Shabad he has also mentioned, Mat dekh pula visra, tera chit na aaven. Doesn't matter. If you have enough money, wealth, reputation, whatever status in the society, or even if we are looking, as Bhagat Tanmaj Ji asked, for daily routines, which means all these things are needed on the spiritual journey. Kar, bhojan, kuch bhi nahi chhadna. That we always talk about again and again. Gurbani is not telling us to leave something, but while living in that, don't forget God. That is the message. चार विचार ना जाने. ਉਹਦਾ ਵਿਚਾਰ ਕਰਨਾ ਨਾ ਛੱਡ ਦੇ. ਉਹਦੀ ਖੂਬਸੂਰਤੀ, ਪਰਮਾਤਮਾ ਦੇ ਗੁਣਾਂ ਦੀ ਚਰਚਾ ਜੇ ਮਨੁੱਖ ਛੱਡੇਗਾ, then that family, that wealth, that food is like a poison because it is killing our spiritual journey. So we may demand for this, we may keep all those things, live with all those things, but there is just one warning. Shouldn't the day should not come when ਚਾਰ ਵਿਚਾਰ ਨਾ ਜਾਣਿਆ ਉਸ ਪਰਮਾਤਮਾ ਦੀ ਵਿਚਾਰ ਡਿਸਕਸ਼ਨ, ਉਹਦੀ ਕੁਆਲਿਟੀ, ਉਹਦੇ ਗੁਣਾਂ ਦੀ ਚਰਚਾ ਉਹ ਲਾਈਫ ਚੋਂ ਮਿਸ ਨਹੀਂ ਹੋਣੀ ਚਾਹੀਦੀ। ਐਂਡ ਇਨ ਦ ਲਾਸਟ ਭਗਤ ਧੰਨਾ ਜੀ mentioned, this is the last पंक्ति of his another shabad, ਕਹੈ ਧੰਨਾ ਪੂਰਨ ਤਾਹੂ ਕੋ ਮਾਤਰੇ ਜੀ ਡਰਾਹੇ। Now he's saying we must have faith on Waheguru. Matre ji darahe. In our heart, in our mind, there is always some fear about us, about our future, about our career, about so many things. So Tannaj is saying, I have also attained Waheguru because of faith, because of trust. So he do take care of each and everything. If we read this Shabad, complete Shabad on page on 488, he has given one another example, very beautiful example. ਇੱਥੇ ਉਹ ਕਛੂਏ ਦੀ ਗੱਲ ਕਰਦੇ ਨੇ ਕਿ ਜੋ ਫੀਮੇਲ ਕਛੂਆ ਹੈ, she came out from the ocean, ਬਾਹਰ ਆ ਕੇ ਉਹ ਅੰਡੇ ਦਿੰਦੀ ਹੈ ਤੇ ਉਸ ਤੋਂ ਬਾਅਦ ਵਾਪਿਸ ਚਲੀ ਜਾਂਦੀ ਹੈ। ਹੁਣ ਜਦੋਂ ਕਛੂ ਦੇ ਬੱਚੇ ਬਾਹਰ ਆਉਂਦੇ ਨੇ ਅੰਡਿਆਂ ਚੋਂ, automatically they have to go back in the ocean. She don't come back to take them. ਉਹ ਕੋਈ ਵਾਪਿਸ ਆ ਕੇ ਕੋਈ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਦੁੱਧ ਨਹੀਂ ਪਿਆਉਂਦੀ ਹੈ, ਕੋਈ ਉਸ ਤਰੀਕੇ ਦਾ ਪ੍ਰੋਸੀਜਰ ਨਹੀਂ ਹੈ, ਕੋਈ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਲੈ ਕੇ ਨਹੀਂ ਜਾਂਦੀ ਹੈ। They don't have any kind of wings to fly. They just have to find their own ways. तो ਰੱਬ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਦਾ ਵੀ ਖਿਆਲ ਰੱਖ ਰਿਹਾ ਹੈ ਆਪਣੇ ਤਰੀਕੇ ਦੇ ਨਾਲ। So ਕਹੈ ਧੰਨਾ ਪੂਰਨ ਤਾਹੂ ਕੋ, if there is something perfect, is something complete, that is just Waheguru, that is just that one God. Matre ji darahi, so shouldn't be feared what will happen, what is going to happen. We must have the faith कि जो भी होएगा, whatever will happen for the good. Waheguru ji is always with me. So he also have the complete faith on God, and that's what he told us to do as well. So in his messages, from his Gurbani, we do learn about, he has mentioned about the importance of Satsangat. Guru helped him. Guru gave him the real wisdom. He listened to the sakis and stories which encouraged him. And also he talked about he do need all the basic things, basic daily needs of his life, and also conveyed a message. While attaining that, while getting those things, we should not forget the one who is giving us all those things. And we must have the complete faith on Waheguru. By the faith, by the trust, by the parosa is the possibility to meet Waheguru. That's what he delivered in his messages. Up and downs, some good things, some bad news, it happens in our life. That is a part of life. Day and night is a part of life. But we shouldn't stop at all. So, ਇਸ ਦੇ ਬਾਰੇ, ਭਰੋਸੇ ਦੇ ਬਾਰੇ ਭਗਤ ਧੰਨਾ ਜੀ ਦੱਸਦੇ ਨੇ, and this is a Gurdwara where Bhagat Dhanna ji is in his memory in Tuakala. We can, if you get a chance to go to the Rajasthan, so we may visit this Gurdwara. It is in his memory. में बहुत सोना एक गुरुद्वारा उत्थे बनाया हुआ है. And then another few announcements about our upcoming sessions. Tomorrow, Sikhi Foundation course, which is on every Thursday evening. So tomorrow we do have a session 7 p.m. to 8 p.m. on the level 7 in the Sikh Center. Those who are from Singapore, request to all of you. So kindly join us in this session. And after that, we do have an online session on Friday evening. Slok Varante Vadik. We have 22 Varans. After that, there are some sloks which are not part of the Vara, but still included in Guru Granth Sahib Ji. So, and it started from Guru Nanak Sahib Ji, which we are discussing on every Friday evening, 7 to 8 p.m. So those who cannot come in person, so request you to all of you must join us in this session, and this session is going to be in Punjabi. We do have every Wednesday a session in English and every Friday a session about in Gurbani in Punjabi. So must join us in that session. And this Saturday we have the last session of the Siddh Ghost Bani, those who are coming regularly. So request to all of you, please don't miss it out. The last four bodies we are going to discuss this week. So this is going to be the last session for this topic for this Bani. And after that, on the Ardas, we have in-person session on 21st of July, 10:45 p.m., 6 Center Level 4. Here we are discussing about each and every word of Ardas. What is the meaning of that word? Is there any history behind it? That we are discussing in that series. So request to you, those who are from Singapore or could join us, so must join us in the upcoming 3 in-person sessions, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Those who cannot make it, but still we have another session every Friday as well, Friday evening. Same link you can use to join that lecture as well. So request to all the Sangat members, you may join us in any or all the sessions. So feel free to ask or share your inputs and your suggestions as well. So now let's discuss about your take-home message from Bhagat Dhanna Ji's life or teaching. So even if you think there is a one message or one thing that you learned today, so please do not keep it with yourself. I request to you, to all of you, please share your views, your suggestions, so that we all can learn from each other. ਅਸੀਂ ਸਾਰੇ ਇੱਕ ਦੂਜੇ ਦੀ ਮਦਦ ਕਰੀਏ, ਇਸ ਧਰਮ ਦੇ ਰਸਤੇ ਤੇ ਚੱਲਣ ਦੀ। ਇਸ ਸੰਸਾਰ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਰਹਿਣਾ ਹੈ, ਪਰ ਰਹਿਣਾ ਹੈ ਉਸ ਕਮਲ ਦੀ ਤਰ੍ਹਾਂ, ਰਹਿਣਾ ਹੈ ਉਸ ਮੁਰਗਾਈ ਦੀ ਤਰ੍ਹਾਂ ਜੋ ਪਾਣੀ 'ਚ ਜਾਂਦੀ ਹੈ ਤੇ ਡੁੱਬਦੀ ਨਹੀਂ ਹੈ, ਰਹਿਣਾ ਹੈ ਕਮਲ ਦੀ ਤਰ੍ਹਾਂ ਜੋ ਡੁੱਬਦਾ ਹੀ ਨਹੀਂ ਹੈ। ਮੁਰਗਾਈ ਪਾਣੀ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਜਾਂਦੀ ਹੈ, she do go into the water but still come out. So we may take in that way. It's possible we may fall into the trap of Maya, we may go down into the water but must come back. Maybe 2 days, 3 days we could not able to do Bani, we couldn't able to join any of the sessions. किधरे ऐसी पाठ नहीं कर पाए, 2 दिन, 4 दिन, 1 week, 2 week, or maybe couldn't able to join the any sessions, but we must come back as मुर्गाई वो पानी से ਜਾਂਦੀ है फिर बाहर आ जाती है। तो कई बारी ਅਸੀਂ ਵੀ ਮਾਇਆ 'ਚ ਫਸ ਜਾਂਦੇ ਆ, ਕਿਧਰੇ ਕੋਈ ਗੁਰਦੁਆਰਾ ਸਤਸੰਗਤ ਮਿਸ ਹੋ ਜਾਂਦਾ ਹੈ, but we must come back, bounce back as well. So request to you, to all the Sangat members, please share your point of view, please share your suggestions with all of us. So now I'm giving the option, you all can unmute yourself. Looking forward to hear from all of you. Thank you very, very much once again for joining, for participating, and looking forward for your contribution. Waheguru Ji ka Khalsa, Waheguru Ji ke Fateh. Hanji Harcharan Singh Ji, you are unmuted ji.
Khalsa Fateh Ji.
Waheguru Ji ka Khalsa, Waheguru Ji ke Fateh ji.
I have decided to skip my satsangat and join your class.
Oh, Ji, welcome back. We are glad to see you again.
Thank you, Ji.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, doing Pakistan, it's a very strange phenomenon. It's all mixed up. The more you go into decline, the more you realize that how much you do not know, or how much you know, and like in. And this life is very, very strange. But here, Bhagat Dhanna Ji, we said Bhagat Dhanna Ji, I think a part of Bhagat Dhanna Ji from Hardas, I think. Because when he says, when he asks for this, the dal, mango, kio, mango, kushi, what that he asking this, asking those things. Those things are basically, I think, must be in Hardas. Surya taught us how to do Hardas. Whatever you want, you ask for in Hardas. And yet we are telling in that don't ask all these things in Hardas. Vote for him. There's a conflict here. Guru Nanak, he kills the Karen, second, such a bull and all the kind of things. And here he says he's asking for all these simple things. Suppose he's working for it. Yeah.
Thank you, ji. Thank you. Very good, actually, very thought-provoking question and the thing that you raised. Actually,
Yes.
maybe it is from that point of view, if we think if we stop having good food or living good clothes can help you to grow spiritually, है ना? ਕਈ ਨੰਗੇ ਪੈਰੀ ਸੋਚਦੇ ਨੇ ਯਾਤਰਾ ਕਰਾਂਗੇ ਉਹਦੇ ਨਾਲ ਰੱਬ ਮਿਲ ਜਾਏਗਾ ਕੱਪੜੇ ਸਿੰਪਲ ਹੀ ਪਾਣੇ ਨੇ ਜੀ ਚੰਗੇ ਕੱਪੜੇ ਹੀ ਨਾ ਪਾਓ ਜੀ ਚੰਗਾ ਖਾਣਾ ਨਾ ਖਾਓ ਜੀ ਧਾਰਮਿਕ ਬੰਦਾ ਚੰਗਾ ਖਾਣਾ ਨਹੀਂ ਖਾਂਦਾ so maybe those kind of things that we comes to our mind maybe is eradicating all those thoughts it is not really related to a religious person like if a person is not wearing yeah, that is up to him. If someone wants to wear normal clothes, which is okay, but doesn't mean it is a sign of any spiritual journey or a path. Maybe he's trying to discuss from a very normal person's angle. Yes, definitely, we do need all those things. जे ये सब मंगना ही है, ते उस इको वाहिगुरु तो मंगे rather than begging from people. So could be in that way as well. अच्छा, अच्छा.
Kept it very simple. Nowadays, people don't ask the simple things. They ask for bungalows and they ask for all funny things, which we forget. Very simple. He's asking very simple necessities of life.
Daily
And then,
needs.
anyway, our guru has taught us that if you have something, you must live like a king. Why should you live like a beggar?
Bilkul, definitely. And if you are a fit man, if you are healthy, if you are fit, then it is more possible and easily you can recite his name. If you are unwell, pain in the body, it becomes more difficult.
Yeah.
In healthy life, yes, Vaidruji.
With Guru's blessings, if you are fit and if you are a man of wealth and you have finance, besides helping others, you must not be stingy on yourself. You should enjoy yourself. Enjoy yourself in the sense that you have to have this best necessities. I mean, you have a good car, you have a good house, you have a good wife, you have good children. Don't be stingy and don't be parsimonious and keep everything under the pillow and don't even spend a single cent. Don't help the others and don't help the others and don't help yourself as well. Making a wife and maybe having factories.
Yes.
This is everywhere. Good convincing.
used to do?
He was farmer, ਉਹ ਖੇਤੀ ਕਰਦੇ ਸੀਗੇ ਜੀ, ਉਹਨਾਂ ਦੇ ਆਪਣੇ
Okay,
ਖੇਤ ਖੇਤੀ ਕਰਦੇ ਨੇ। Yes, he was a farmer
all the way.
all the way, yes।
Okay.
ਕਿਉਂਕਿ ਆਪਾਂ ਇਹ ਕਹਿ ਸਕਦੇ ਹਾਂ ਵੀ ਇਹਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਵੀ ਗੁਰੂ ਨਾਨਕ ਸਾਹਿਬ ਜੀ ਦਾ ਬੜਾ ਵੱਡਾ ਯੋਗਦਾਨ ਹੈ। ਜਦੋਂ ਸੰਗਲਾਦੀਪ ਤੋਂ ਵਾਪਿਸ ਆਏ ਨੇ ਗੁਰੂ ਨਾਨਕ ਸਾਹਿਬ ਜੀ, ਹਨਾ, ਉਦੋਂ ਭਗਤ ਧੰਨਾ ਜੀ ਦੀ ਬਾਣੀ ਗੁਰੂ ਨਾਨਕ ਸਾਹਿਬ ਜੀ ਨੇ ਇਕੱਠੀ ਕੀਤੀ ਹੈ। ਸੋ ਇਨ ਦੈਟ ਵੇ ਕਿ ਵੀ ਆਰ ਸਟਿਲ ਏਬਲ ਟੂ ਅੰਡਰਸਟੈਂਡ ਔਰ ਟੇਕ ਸਮ ਨੌਲੇਜ ਆਫ ਭਗਤ ਧੰਨਾ ਜੀ ਇਸ ਬਾਣੀ, ਹਨਾ। ਇਹ ਵੀ ਇੱਕ ਗੁਰੂ ਨਾਨਕ ਸਾਹਿਬ ਜੀ ਨੇ ਜਿਹੜਾ ਸੀ ਕਹਿ ਲਈ ਆਪਾਂ ਉਸ ਸਮੇਂ ਇੱਕ ਉਪਰਾਲਾ ਕਰਕੇ ਬਾਣੀ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਦੀ ਗੁਰੂ ਗ੍ਰੰਥ ਸਾਹਿਬ 'ਚ ਦਰਜ ਕਰ ਦਿੱਤੀ, ਤੇ ਰਹਿੰਦੀ ਦੁਨੀਆ ਤੱਕ ਹੁਣ ਭਗਤ ਧੰਨਾ ਜੀ ਦਾ ਨਾਮ ਰਹੇਗਾ। But definitely, as we are not able to find much about his history, so we may think ਕਿ ਸ਼ਾਇਦ ਉਦੋਂ ਲੋਕ ਨਹੀਂ ਪਛਾਣ ਪਾਏ ਹੋਣਗੇ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨੂੰ, ਜਾਂ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਬਾਰੇ ਜ਼ਿਆਦਾ ਨਹੀਂ ਪਤਾ ਲੱਗ ਪਾਇਆ ਹੋਏਗਾ, ਤਾਂ ਹੀ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਬਾਰੇ ਕੁਝ ਸਾਨੂੰ ਰਿਟਨ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਦੇ ਪਰਿਵਾਰ ਦੇ ਬਾਰੇ, ਵਾਈਫ ਜਾਂ ਬੱਚਿਆਂ ਦੇ ਬਾਰੇ, ਜਾਂ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਦੀ ਲਾਈਫ ਦੇ ਬਾਰੇ ਵੀ ਕੋਈ ਬਹੁਤੀ ਜਾਣਕਾਰੀ ਸਾਨੂੰ ਨਹੀਂ ਮਿਲਦੀ ਹੈ। ਸੋ ਇਹਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਵੀ ਆਪਾਂ ਕਹਿ ਸਕਦੇ ਹਾਂ ਵੀ ਗੁਰੂ ਨਾਨਕ ਸਾਹਿਬ ਜੀ ਦਾ ਬਹੁਤ ਬਹੁਤ ਧੰਨਵਾਦ ਇਹਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਵੀ, ਹੈ ਨਾ, ਕਿ ਹੀ collected those Bani and included in later by Guru Arjan Sahib Ji and Guru Granth Sahib Ji, and still we are benefiting and still we are learning and still we are able to associate.
Thank you, Masli. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you very much. Hanji, any other Sangat member ji? Hanji, Kuldeep Kaur ji, would you like to share something? It's been a long time to hear from you.
Waheguru Ji Ka Khalsa, Waheguru Ji Ki Fateh. It's very interesting listening to all the comments and thought processes. So मैं चुप करके सुन के मैं, I was enjoying it. Bhagat Dhanna Ji di history, life history, his beginnings, and then his Bani was making me think and wonder. Bhagat Dhanna Ji was like a simpleton, born a poor farmer, led a poor life, and yet he obtained this mata, Gurmata, and yet he managed to discover the truth in life and got connected with Waheguru. So, I suppose it's a gift. It's, Waheguru da prasad hai, je assi Waheguru ਨਾਲ ਜੋੜ ਸਕਦੇ ਹੈਗੇ ਹੈ। ਤੇ ਦੂਜਾ, I think your own simple things, simple thoughts, true virtues, pyar, bhagati, and jodna, Waheguru de naal jodna. These were the simple virtues and values in Bhagat Dhanna. And his Bani is telling us all these things. Of course, the story of the Murti Puja and all, perhaps he was, maybe true in an implied sense. Ke, Waheguru naal inna jodya siga, pe ਇੰਨੀ ਉਹਦੀ ਜਿਵੇਂ intense feeling ਸੀ ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਦੇ ਨਾਲ, and he was thinking that show me your karamal, show me Waheguru, where you are, I want to meet you, I want to see you. So hence the story of the pathar and all those things that that Waheguru appeared before him. So it's very nice. The other thing that I found was Bhagat Dhanna Ji di Bani, ਇਹ ਦੂਸਰੀ ਸਾਡੀ ਗੁਰੂਆਂ ਦੀ ਬਾਣੀ, ਦੂਸਰੇ ਭਗਤਾਂ ਦੀ ਬਾਣੀ ਇੰਨੀ ਮਿਲਦੀ ਹੈਗੀ ਹੈ, ਭਾਵੇਂ different era ਸੀਗੇ. If he was born in 1415, he was even before Guru Nanak's time, and yet his thought process, his bani, his words are just so similar to the gurus who came much after. And sometimes we can find a lot of similarities. ਜਿਵੇਂ ਮਨ ਬਉਰੇ ਚਾਰ ਵਿਚਾਰ ਨਾ ਜਾਣਿਆ. Then I remember Guru Tegh Bahadur Ji's Bani, Bikhiyan Syo Kahe Rachyo, Nimak Na Hoye Udas. So it's very nice, it's very beautiful. A sari Bani di flow, it's so connected. ਭਾਵੇਂ ਭਗਤਾਂ ਦੀ ਬਾਣੀ ਹੈਗੀ, ਗੁਰੂਆਂ ਦੀ ਬਾਣੀ ਹੈਗੀ ਹੈ, ਦੂਸਰੇ ਸਾਰੇ contributors ਦੀ ਬਾਣੀ ਹੈਗੀ, and the flow, the poetry is all just so similar. The thought process is so similar. The basic thing is connection with Waheguru, adopting the virtues, being aware of your vices, ਤੇ vices ਦੇ ਨਾਲ intensity ਨਹੀਂ ਲਾਉਣੀ ਸਾਡੇ ਵਾਸਤੇ material wealth ਵੀ ਚਾਹੀਦਾ ਹੈਗਾ ਹੈ for our needs, our daily needs, a little bit extra maybe to celebrate and enjoy, but above all this ਉਸ ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਦਾ ਨਾਮ ਨਹੀਂ ਭੁੱਲਣਾ ਤੇ ਉਹਦੇ ਨਾਲ ਹੀ ਸਦਾ ਹਮੇਸ਼ਾ ਜੁੜਦੇ ਰਹਿਣਾ so very nice, very beautiful. I enjoy these bannings and these contributors. Thank you very much, Ji. Waheguru Ji Ka Khalsa, Waheguru Ji Ki Fateh.
Thank you very, very much, Ji, for your contribution. बिल्कुल गुरु अर्जन
एक और गल सीगी मैं कहना भुल गई पई इत्थे सत संगत दी अहमियत भी बड़ी कीती हैगी है अगेन सेम थिंग धर्म चाहिदा हैगा है मटीरियलिज्म जिहदे कहंदे भी चाहिदा मटीरियल चाहिदे हैगे ने सत संगत दी कंपनी चाहिदी हैगी है and the whole thing then makes a composition and you come out of it with both spirituality and your meri piri concept. So lovely. Thank you very much. Waheguru Ji Ka Khalsa, Waheguru Ji Ki Fateh.
Thank you very, very much, Ji, for your contribution. ਤੇ ਗੁਰੂ ਸਾਹਿਬ ਵੀ ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਨੇ ਜੀ ਪ੍ਰਤੱਖ ਮਿਲੇ ਗੁਸਾਈਆਂ ਧੰਨਾ ਵਡਭਾਗਾ ਤੋ ਜੇ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਮਿਲਿਆ ਹੈ ਤੇ ਬੇਸਿਕਲੀ ਪੱਥਰ ਚੋਂ ਨਹੀਂ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਦੇ ਪਿਆਰ ਦੇ ਨਾਲ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਦੀ ਸ਼ਰਧਾ ਦੇ ਨਾਲ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਦੇ ਡੈਡੀਕੇਸ਼ਨ ਦੇ ਨਾਲ ਜਿਸ ਤਰੀਕੇ ਦੇ ਨਾਲ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨੇ ਪਰਮਾਤਮਾ ਨੂੰ ਯਾਦ ਕੀਤਾ ਹੈ ਸਾਖੀਆਂ ਸੁਣੀਆਂ ਨੇ ਤੇ ਉਹਨੂੰ ਪ੍ਰੈਕਟੀਕਲ ਲਿਆਂਦਾ ਹੈ ਗੁਰੂ ਸਾਹਿਬ ਕਿਰਪਾ ਕਰਨ ਜਿਵੇਂ as we heard ਕਿ ਭਗਤ ਧੰਨਾ ਜੀ also got inspired by listening to the sakis of the other bhagats. We all may get inspired in the same way. ਅਸੀਂ ਵੀ ਜਿਹੜਾ ਹੈ ਉਸ ਮਾਰਗ ਤੇ ਹੋਰ ਚੱਲੀਏ ਤੇ ਗੁਰੂ ਸਾਹਿਬ ਸਾਡੀ ਸਹਾਇਤਾ ਕਰਨ ਸਾਡੀ ਸਾਰਿਆਂ ਦੀ ਬਾਹ ਪਕੜਨ ਤੇ ਸਾਰਿਆਂ ਨੂੰ ਉਹ ਰਸ ਮਿਲੇ ਜਿਸ ਤੇ ਅਸੀਂ ਵਿਚਾਰ ਕੀਤੇ ਹੈ ਗੁਰੂ ਸਾਹਿਬ ਸਾਰਿਆਂ ਨੂੰ ਚੜ੍ਹਦੀ ਕਲਾ ਬਖਸ਼ਣ ਜੀ so thank you very, very much to all of you. So just one more time I would like to ask, is there any other Sangat member who would like to contribute ji? Please don't be shy.